Good evening and welcome to Back to School Night. I'm Kevin Fox and this is World History 1 class. This is my 14th year teaching with Fairfax County Public Schools and my 11th year overall at Woodson. I also coach the girls freshman basketball team, and we'll run through everything that you need to know for the World History 1 class tonight in this video, and I look forward to working with your students this year. Our main goals in World History class is the successful completion of the course. We want all of our students to pass and move on to World History 2. We want our students to earn a passing score on the World History 1 SOL. We don't exactly know if there will be an SOL this year or not. Last year there was a project-based assessment in place of the SOL. It was a larger scope project, and by completing it, students earned SOL credit. That might be back again this year. We want our students to develop an appreciation for the study of history, and we're going to spend some time emphasizing historical writing. Our class encompasses thousands and thousands of years. We start with prehistory, all the way back with the cavemen, and we will make it to the Renaissance, right around the time Columbus sails the ocean blue. Not only do we study history in our class, we also want our students to develop skills in reading. We'll see that with reading comprehension in the form of reading reviews, as well as looking at primary sources and analyzing them. We want our students to become better writers. And we'll be working on writing throughout the year, and of course we know that's a process, and we'll get better as we go along. We'll also work on oral communication and critical thinking. We'll also study geography. At the beginning of each unit, students will be given a map to work on so that they understand the region that we're going to be looking at. We'll see some literature. Coming up, we'll have the Epic of Gilgamesh that the students will take a look at. We'll even get into some economics and look at art of all the different civilizations that we cover. Attendance is taken at the start of each class period and will be updated throughout the class period. If a student misses class, they should check Schoology first for their notes and assignments. There will be a folder posted for each day of class in that particular unit. Students can also send an email to me, or they can drop by the next time they're in school in order to acquire their assignments. If a student needs to make up some work, or they need to make up a test using the learning seminar, in order to flip-flop into class is the best time to do that, but we can also make accommodations for after school. Structure is a key element for freshmen moving into high school, and our class has a similar structure on a day-to-day basis. The students come in and start on a warm-up. This might be a primary source document to give them an idea of what the people living in a civilization were like. It might also be a map that they're going to look at and analyze. From there, we move on to class notes. The students will use the fill-in-the-blank copy of the notes to get all the notes that they need. From there, after the notes, we move on to our classwork assignment. And this could be going further in depth with a primary source like Hammurabi's Code that we'll look at this week. It could be creating a poster, a comic. It could be a creative writing exercise or a formal essay. Sometimes we have the class debate. And we'll also be doing DBQs, document-based questions, in which they take 4 to 5 documents and begin putting these different documents together to create an essay. The classwork assignments are typically graded, and we give class time to work on the assignments. If they don't finish in class, they are expected to finish the assignment at home. Finally, we have reading reviews. Each class period that we have notes, we will usually have a reading review. These are guided reading questions, and students are expected to read a section of the textbook and answer those questions. These reading reviews are not graded. They're actually optional, but the content from these reading reviews will be seen on the unit test. On the unit test, students will be able to use a note card. They can put the notes that they want on the note card and use that on their unit test. So by using the reading reviews and note card, the test should be quite a bit easier for them if they prepare and put in the time. Our Schoology is broken down by unit. Each unit is broken down into individual class periods. And you will also see an outline of the dates in which we'll cover certain material within the unit folder. Students need to be able to access their online textbook as well. We've worked with the students the first week of school in setting up the online textbook. Directions for the online textbook have been posted on Schoology, but if a student needs help, they should definitely email me and make it a point to stop by so we can get them set up as soon as possible. The syllabus is located on the main page of our Schoology class. One of the things that you will find is our grading criteria. We break our grading up into two areas. The first is process, which is worth 60% of a student's grade. It includes daily classwork assignments. And also we have the summative area, which is 40% of their grade. And that includes tests, quizzes, and major projects. Major projects are projects that take multiple class periods to complete. Students will be able to use a note card on their unit tests, as mentioned earlier. As far as late work goes, students have up to 2 weeks to turn in an assignment late with no penalty. After the 2-week period is up, students will only be able to receive a 50% by turning it in. Students also have the ability to take a test retake should they get under an 80%. They'll need to meet with me and we'll remediate, and they will be able to get up to an 80% on the retake. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at kgfox@fcps.edu, and please allow 24 to 48 hours to reply to your email. Thank you guys for your time, and I'm looking forward to having a great school year with your students.